What's going on, everybody? My name's Cam Bennett, aka the Baseball Bro, and I'm here with my two dudes, Hunter and Ethan, and this is Two Dudes and a Bro.
Three innings in a row where every out has been a strikeout.
The first episode of Two Dudes and a Bro. I'm so excited. This is replacing Bros Talk Baseball Extra Innings. And before we get into our episode, I want to introduce my dudes. Because you know me. I've been on the show a couple times now, but you don't know these guys. So, Hunter, a.k.a. Crawdaddy, I want you to give a little introduction.
What's going on, guys? Hunter Bradshaw. Grew up here with these fine young gents from Los Angeles area. Huge baseball guy. A few things I enjoy besides baseball. Little fly fishing. Little Chipotle. I'm a happy guy.
A.k.a. Crawdaddy right there. Now you see it. And then we got the commish, Ethan Dinitz. Ethan, can you give a little introduction?
What's up, guys? My name's Ethan. I am the commissioner of our baseball league. I played 1 year of pony baseball, but my first AB I hit a triple. So I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. There you go. That's all the credibility you need right there, Ethan. All right. Today's episode, we're going to mainly focus on fantasy baseball. This is kind of to build off of Triples Alley, which I will be talking about my sleeper picks and the fantasy draft strategies that you should take in order to have a good team. Check that out in the link below. It'll be in the description. But let's talk about booms or busts. Now, I got a list of players here, and I'm going to throw it to my dudes. And you guys are going to tell me whether this player, according to when they're being drafted in the fantasy leagues, will be a boom or a bust in that position. You guys ready?
Yeah. I'm ready. The dudes are ready.
The dudes are ready. All right. First guy, Miguel Cabrera. He's got an average draft pick of 157 according to Yahoo, and that's around the 13th round. Hunter, where do you see that?
Oh, baby. Miggy, he's he's a butterbean. He's looking bigger and bigger. I have him as a bust, personally, this year, and I say that because he just can't stay healthy. The guy, no matter the season, it seems like he's been, injury-prone every year, and it's frustrating for a lot of owners. And I can see why, because he's injured every year. So I have him down as a bust, and I wouldn't even have him if he's healthy, personally.
How many games do you think you see him playing this year?
The Tigers aren't even in contention. His power's declined. I see him playing in probably 60% of the games.
Yeah. Ethan?
I'm going to have to agree with Hunter, a.k.a. Crawdaddy. The guy's 35 years old. He just ruptured his biceps last year. And if you look at him, he is a butterball. He's not going to be able to get out of the box on his singles. He's going to try and run out his singles. He's going to tear his Achilles. I would not draft him. I think his ADP is putting him in the 13th round right now.
Yes.
That is way too early.
Roughly.
I think he's like a late round stash at most.
And you can't rely on the hidden ball trick. You can't do it.
Oh, man. Miguel Cabrera, bust from both you guys. If I could put my 2 cents in, I don't know. I think he's right where he should be. You get great value from him when he's on the field. Like, he puts up numbers like he did last year. He's not going to put up Triple Crown numbers like he used to. I mean, because with age comes that, a.k.a. Albert Pujols. You can see that in his career. However, there's always that risk of him falling injured, And I think with that pick, you're kind of taking that risk. But at the end of the day, if you get a solid 80 games out of him, then it's worth it from that round. But I don't know. It's hard to say. I wouldn't draft him personally. I didn't draft him.
Maybe
you guys
pick him
know.
up if you need to.
Yeah, exactly. Next guy, AJ Pollock. Now, AJ Pollock, he's got an average draft pick of 92, which puts him in the 7th round. New addition to the Dodgers. Hunter, where do you see him?
New addition to the Dodgers. I have him as a bust as well. And, hold on. I say that.
Hold the press.
Because obviously as Miggy, he's very injury prone, year in, year out with the D-backs. I think he had 1, maybe 2 decent years. And I think he's going to share some time with Bellinger.
Yeah.
The Dodgers lineup is so stacked, and all the platoons they have. Bellinger's going to be out there in center field, and cause, Muncy's going to slide over to first, and I just don't see him justifying his 7th-round spot, personally.
Ethan?
Again, I'm going to have to agree with Crawdaddy. The reason why I don't trust A.J. Pollock, he's a really good player, and it pains me to say this, we're fellow L.A. natives ourselves.
Yes.
I want him to do well, but the Dodgers just changed their lineup so many times. If he was for sure a leadoff guy in the Dodgers lineup every day, then I think he justifies his spot, but I just can't trust Dave Roberts to keep him there, or Pollock to stay there himself, so I can't draft him that early.
You don't add a lot of fantasy value if you're not playing.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what kind of player you are. It's kind of one of the big things that people forget when they're new to fantasy is if he's not playing, he can't add you value. So I'm going to agree with all three of you guys.
He's kind of a dick.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're telling me. That is some footage that'll never be seen. Me and Hunter had a chance to go to spring training.
The bro and the dude trying to get a simple interview, ask a few easy green screen questions, and he puts us on blast.
Yeah, he lights me up, man. I was stammering like a freaking dog in a blizzard.
Beads of sweat. I was just like, oh, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, dude, we got to get out of here. Yeah, that was ugly. Moving on. Gleyber Torres, the young infield prospect from the Yankees. He has an average draft pick of 59 in the 4th round. And this one is, I'm going to hold my opinions. I want to hear what you guys have to say first. Let's start with you, Ethan.
I'm being kind of a Debbie Downer on these guys, but I'm going to go bust again. And it's not because Gleyber's not good. He's a really good player, but 4th round is probably just a little too high. The Yankees have so many infielders right now, and they do have the DH spot because they're in the AL, but they have like 5 outfielders as well. They have so many guys. Two of their infielders will be good. I just can't trust that it's gonna be Gleyber. So I gotta pass on him there.
Passing, Hunter.
That's fair. Your boy's booming.
No.
Gleyber Torres is gonna be booming this year. First things that come to mind, he's young, he's swaggy. He was a top prospect.
Yeah.
What's not to like there? Moving on. Had a great season, just last year's rookie season. Tore it up. He's going to be hitting in Yankee Stadium in a stacked lineup. I know he's going to share a little time with DJ, but I don't see that as a problem with an aging Tulo. He'll probably swing over to short a little bit.
What about when DD comes back?
We'll see. I think Gleyber is going to take it over, get more PT.
What about a absolute fiasco over at third base on defense, Miguel Andujar, who could barely throw the ball across the diamond?
Yeah, but the dude puts up on offense, and I feel like now in the MLB...
How long is that going to last, though? This guy came out of nowhere last year,
It's true.
That's moving into my... I think he might be perfectly where he is right now. Maybe a little bit lower given the platoon possibility when it comes to DJ, Tulo, DD, and all those guys. But, I mean, the guy's a sexy prospect, and he's in, like, a just freaking big body,
probably
great
juicing.
Swing. Yeah.
I think he's going to start him early.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start him early, get the A-Rod effect going. Next guy, Mitch Haniger. Seattle outfielder. His ADP is 85. He's roughly around the 7th round in drafts. Ethan, what do you think?
Well, personally, I drafted Haniger in our league.
Oh,
so
right.
I'm jumping all over Haniger.
Did you draft him in the 7th round? Do you remember?
I don't. I think it was earlier than that.
You reached.
I was reaching for him, but at the 7th round, I mean, that's even a bigger steal. I think he's going to put up better numbers than Gleyber. Gleyber's going in the 4th.
Yeah.
The only problem is he plays at Safeco, and kind of the Mariners are tanking this year. But he's going to get ABs. It's going to be all Haniger all day in Seattle.
I got him as a bust. Mitch Heine, not this year. He's taking a back seat. As you said, Mariners are tanking, and he's got no protection. Once they trade Edwin Encarnacion, he's going to have no one there protecting him, and I see him as just having a down year. So he's a bust.
No, Mitch Haniger, I think I'm with Ethan on this one, Hunter. I'm sorry. He is overlooked every single time. Yeah. Like, last year, overlooked.
Yeah.
This year, he's going to be overlooked again. There's nobody but Mitch Haniger over there in that lineup, so he's going to put all the production up. I'm not one to draft people who are on bad teams because I feel like your stats reflect how good your team is. If you're not batting around like the Red Sox lineup, then you're probably not going to perform as good as someone.
You
on
need your
the Red
ribbies.
Sox. Yeah, you need your ribbies. You need your protection in the
Man's gotta
lineup,
eat.
stuff like that. But when it comes to Mitch Haniger, man, 85 average draft pick, and the guy puts up like serious numbers that are gonna, like you said, Gleyber Torres numbers. You know,
Yeah.
like I would take that in a heartbeat. You know, that's gonna win me some
with
games.
Gleyber though, second and short, that's beautiful, and the production he's gonna put up.
Second short's huge.
That's
second
why he's drafted
base,
so high.
Second base is very slim this year, so Gleyber could help you there.
Yeah,
But I feel like people are sleeping on Hanger just because he's out in Seattle.
I mean
Mitch
that's
Heine.
the thing.
Yeah.
Mitch Heine, whatever. All right, let's move on. Chris Bryant, 27th average draft pick, 3rd round. Disappointing last year, but things are looking good in spring training. But where do you see him ending up? Boom.
Boom. Booming.
Boom.
The man's got too much talent to have another year like he just had. He's going to put it together this year, and I think he's going to have I don't want to say it, but an MVP type season. He's a stud, and he's going to put it together. He's healthy, and he's hungry.
Former MVP. He could do it. He has the potential.
Former MVP. I'm picking him to win the MVP again this year. This guy is booming.
Stop!
He's going to boom this year. He's breaking out. Last year, he slumped, and I'm buying him. He's, what, ADP in the 2nd round?
Yeah, 3rd round.
3rd round.
Pretty good.
I take him high 2nd, maybe even 1st.
Yeah,
Chris
the
Bryant.
first.
Whoa,
Chris Bryant's going off.
not first.
Chris Bryant is going off.
Let's be real here, okay? There's plenty of other plays. Like his swing, first up, not a big fan of his swing. The way he plays the baseball game, you know, I'm not really like I'm more for like the Alex Bregmans, which is another guy on our list we'll get to later, but. I mean, there's something to be said about, like, putting up the numbers. And that's what Chris Bryant does. And, I mean, before Acuna, before Soto, there was Chris Bryant, the ultimate baseball prospect that was held down in the minor leagues for a couple of weeks.
Bryce Harper hype.
Yeah, the Bryce Harper hype. Exactly. So, a lot of people forget about that because he had such a bummer year last year.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys, but I don't know about MVP. Like, 1st round, I guess that's a reach.
He's
right there in that 3rd round.
He's going
great.
off this year, and he's got some beautiful baby blue eyes. You know that's gonna make.
I mean, is that why you wore the shirt?
Tasty blue eyes.
Tasty blue eyes.
Dang it.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. All right, next guy. Jack Flaherty, starting pitcher for the Cardinals. Put up a pretty good year last year. Kind of ranked up there in the NL pitchers, up there with our boy Walker Buehler on the Dodgers. 70th average draft pick, 5th round is where he's going. What do you guys think, Hunter?
Another stud. And I'm not saying that because he's on my fantasy team, because I drafted him. The guy is going to put up numbers. He pitched about 175 innings last year and had around 175 Ks too. I think he's going to be the 200 man this year. 200 innings, 200 Ks. I think he's going to solidify himself as an ace in this league. And I'm on the 30 train.
Ethan?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Crawdaddy. The only thing I'd be careful with Flaherty is he pitched 150 innings last year. That was way more than anything he's ever pitched before, so they might limit him a little bit. But I mean, I could be biased here, but he dominated the Dodgers last year in that one game.
Shut him down.
Oh my god, that made me sold. I'm a Flaherty fan.
You know, I'm going to have to take the high road on Flaherty, too. He's a booming this year. Any pitcher that has potential with Yachty behind the dish is going to just
It's true.
carve.
It's the Yachty effect.
It's the Yachty effect, dude. He's just
Literally
like sprinkles.
it,
Yeah. The
That's
only one
where
that
it's
I'm
safe.
waiting on is Waka to come back over there in St. Louis.
It's
What
true.
happened to him?
I don't
fell
know,
off.
dude. That guy's like in the dumps. I was gonna draft
R.I.P.,
him.
man.
He's not on our list, but I was gonna draft him because I'm like just waiting for him to come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna boom on Jack. Next guy, our reigning AL Cy Young, Blake Snell, 30th average draft pick, 3rd round, and I'm pretty sure he's like maybe the 4th guy, 5th guy off the board when it comes to starting pitching.
Yeah.
From an AL Cy Young, what do you see? You see him booming or busting, Hunter?
I got him booming. You know, classic Southpaw. The guy's a beast.
Chucks.
Chucks on a Rays team that's honestly very underrated. And you would think, you know, he wouldn't fill up the win category as much. But last year he took care of business, filled up the win category.
Yeah, 21, I
guy
think.
keeps his
Don't quote me on that, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Keeps his ERA pretty low, and I like him.
Yeah,
Ethan?
he's a stud. He's booming again this year. The only thing, but he proved this last year, is pitching in the AL East. Like, he's got to face the Red Sox and the Yankees so many times a year, and he won the Cy Young doing that. I'm all over him.
What can't this guy
I
do?
know.
I think you know, I'm gonna have to go with the bust on this one, guys. I'm disagreeing.
Oh,
Blake Snell. You know, when it comes to
Can't
Blake
disagree
Snell,
with the dudes. Come on.
when it comes to Blake Snell, man, I feel like the environment he's playing in, there's a lot of negativity over there in Tampa Bay, and the dude had control issues. He's been dealing with control issues, and finally last year figured it out. But you can only like stay in that mental environment for so long if you're surrounded by negativity, you know.
Yeah,
and if the team is like trash talking their fans and like there's no one showing up at the stadium and stuff like that, that could get into a player's head like Blake Snell. And
it's hard to back up a Cy Young year when that was your first like breakout year.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We'll see if you can do it 2 years in a row. I got the confidence.
I got faith in the snail.
I mean, yeah, I can see why you guys do, but that's why I don't. Next guy, Alex Bregman, 17th average draft pick, second rounder, maybe even arguably a first rounder when it comes to most draft leagues. Do you guys see him as a first rounder?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, me as well. I'm going to go ahead and solidify his nickname now. Alex Bregman is the human rake. The guy rakes. 5-tool player. He can do it all. He can play shortstop, even though he's playing third right now. Astros are lucky to have a guy like him. He can really carry a team for a time.
Yeah, and even not baseball related, when you wake up and you check your fantasy squad, you're going to want Bregman on there. You're going to be like, oh, he's solidifying my shortstop position. He's a great follow on Twitter. He's a guy you want on your side.
The guy is so cocky on Instagram. Oh, my gosh.
I'll have 2 eggs over medium and a side of Bregman.
Man, I'll have to take the agreements with you guys there. The dude knows how to square up balls. Robinson Cano, 93 average draft pick, 7th round. Post steroids Cano coming to the Mets. Still starting at second base. What do you guys think?
I don't want to do this to you, but Cano's a bust in the 7th round.
I'm sorry, guys. The dudes agree.
He's like, is he 35? He's old. He's coming off a year where he didn't really play because he was suspended. He's going to the Mets, where every old player goes to die. He's gonna in 3 years we're gonna look back and we're gonna be like Jose Reyes, Carlos Beltran, Robbie Cano. He's gonna fit in right perfectly with that group.
I couldn't have said it better. 3 words: old man Cano.
Oh my gosh. The guy straight up is. I'm seeing a little Nelly Cruz bounce back year out of this guy.
Ooh.
Post steroids, gonna come over.
Post juice.
Yeah, post juice, gonna go to the Mets stadium where we got a bunch of young, powerful bats in that lineup. Conforto, their new first baseman that everyone's obsessed with.
Yes, Alonso.
Nimmo.
For those who can't tell at home, Cameron drafted.
I drafted Cano real late, and he's gonna pay dividends.
Yeah,
I'm
like
telling you. When he's hitting 10 home runs in the first 2 months, and you guys are gonna ask, I can see all the trade requests lining up, and it says Cano for freaking 2 bench players, and I'm like, sorry, buddy,
I don't know.
I'm not gonna do it. Next guy, Sonny Gray. This guy really is struggling in the drafts this year. 236 average draft pick, 19th round. One of our lowest, actually the lowest guy on our list, but former A's number 1.
Yeah, he's an ace.
Well, what are we thinking?
I like him this year, especially at that value. I think that's a boom value right there. He struggled a lot with the Yankees, and he talked about it recently. Like, they forced him to throw a slider in the zone, and he likes to bury the slider. I think the Reds will just let him do whatever he wants. He's a former ace. He's got to get back to where he was. I like him in the 19th round.
Yeah, I got him as a boom as well. New team, fresh start.
Yes.
He's got to get a solid Reds offense this year to give him some runs on the board. It's not as big of a market as New York, obviously, and I think he's going to thrive.
I mean, I'm gonna have to disagree with you guys. I'm not taking him. I'm not touching him with a 10-foot pole.
Wow.
Guys
Come
spews
on.
negativity. I mean, if there's one theme about me, it's like, you're gonna keep making excuses for why you're not performing well. Your velocity's not up. You're like, I had to throw a slider. I'm like, what's it gonna be now when you're on the Reds? Like, they made me throw a fastball. I didn't want to throw that.
It's fine.
There's not much pressure, I guess, anymore on Sonny to perform. Maybe that does it for him, but I just don't see it happening. I mean, he's like 5'8", and like he can't be.
Forget those years in Oakland.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's not young anymore. Let's just say that. Bryce Harper is our next guy. Now, who's Bryce Harper? Because I haven't heard of him. Oh wait, no. All I hear is Bryce Harper. 17th average draft pick. He's a second round guy. New addition on the Phillies. Hunter, what do you think?
People aren't gonna like this, but I got him as a bust.
Oof.
Bust.
And every year you go in and you look at the ADP of everybody, and you're like, oh, Bryce Harper is going to have a big year. I can feel it.
Yeah.
And pretty much every year, he doesn't have that big year. Pretty much every one. Except for one year he's had a great season. Besides that, he can't take his team to the dance. He can't close in the playoffs. I mean, you can say what you want about his team, but they were pretty stacked when he was there, and he didn't take them to the next level.
That was a dream team. Yeah, you're right.
They were solid.
Ethan?
I'm going to disagree. I got him as a boom. I think the change to Philly is going to be huge for Harper. I think he gets out in that. So that he came there as like an 18-year-old. It feels like he's been there forever. He's only like 25.
Yeah.
But he crushes the ball at Citizens Bank. I think it's like the 4th most home run park in the league. Okay. So he's just going to crush it. It suits lefties well. Yeah, I didn't look this up. But, and then the Phillies lineup is stacked. He's going to have guys hitting behind him and in front of him, guys on base. They're gonna have to pitch to him. I like him this year.
I'm gonna take the boom side on this one too. If you look at Harper, it's a volatile year by year. It's like he has a great one and then he goes down in the dumps. He has MVP, then he hits the league average, and I'm just waiting for this year because last year sucked for him to win MVP again,
Just connect the dots.
Am I drafting him in the first round? No, I'll take him in the second, though. I think in our league, he got taken in the first, so I couldn't go back-to-back because that was the 14th pick. So, I think he's going to do good. What's our next guy? Oh, Blake Trinan. Closer for the A's, unknown, like just a little side piece in the trade with the Nationals, and then all of a sudden comes out of nowhere, just throws the nastiest sinker on the planet.
So filthy.
But he's a 65 average draft pick, 5th round, probably like a top 5 closer in fantasy leagues right now. What do you guys see? Do you see a repeat year?
Yeah, I'm booming on Trinan. I think 5th round might be a little early for a closer, but if your league counts saves a lot, then go for it. I think the A's are going to be sneaky good this year. They're going to win a lot of games. He's going to have a lot of save opportunities, and no one can hit him. So I think he's a boom.
Yeah, I echo what you say. The dudes say he's going to boom. He's going to boom.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Take it to the bank.
He's got, as you said, he's got a nasty sinker, great slider. He's a ground ball pitcher, and the managers, put him in a position to win with the A's. Every day they seem like they find a way to win games. I think he's going to have another good year.
He's kind of like, to me, an Arrieta type player, where the only one that could beat him is himself. And on the Nationals, he was beating himself with the control issues and stuff like that. But his stuff's untouchable. So I see a boom season out of him, too, as long as he keeps confidence up. And I don't see any of that slowing down for him, especially in a low-pressure environment like the A's. Yeah. 2 more, all right? Josh Donaldson, 84 average draft pick, 7th round. I have some interesting thoughts on this, but I want to hear it from you first, Ethan. What do you think?
Right. I'm going with a bust.
Yeah.
He's been injured a lot. Well, I guess he got injured last year, but forget all that. Close your eyes. Picture Josh Donaldson in the Braves. Can you picture that? No, you can't. That's exactly why you don't take him. You can't picture it. I just can't picture him having a good year this year. I'm out on him.
He's been in some pretty crazy colors. I mean, between the Athletics,
the Cleveland Indians, the Toronto Blue
Jays. Is he a Brave?
You know what? He is a Brave. And for that reason, he's booming. He's got, our old vet Freddie protecting him. He's got Acuna in that lineup too. Ozzy. They're gonna get on base. He's gonna have ribby opportunities, and he's got that 1-year contract. So he has to put up for a big contract. So he's gonna do everything in his power, to make it big and have a good year. That's why he's booming. You heard it here, Broad Daddy.
But you know what the baseball bro is saying? Bust City.
Yeah.
This guy's career is over after this year, I think. He's not going to do anything over in the Braves. He, straight up, this is my belief. His hitting philosophy, if you look at his hitting philosophy and whenever he, explains what he does, is so outrageous. It's all confidence and it's all just athletic ability. And as the age goes on and as the injuries start to pile up and as it's a little bit tank here, and he's I'm going to have to play through it because I only have 1 year to prove myself, it's going to be a snowball effect. And pretty soon you got a big old avalanche coming down of hitting 220 with 5 home runs, 10 home runs.
You think that bad he's going to tank?
I mean, I don't think it'll be good, I think maybe he'll split time with their third baseman from last year,
Camargo, who had a really good year.
Really good year. Yeah, he adds no fantasy value because of Donaldson, But I mean, in real MLB terms, like he might be doing good this year. You know.
So JD, if you need motivation, go ahead and watch this video. Cam is absolutely killing you right now with these predictions, but I have faith, buddy.
All right, last guy, former teammate of Josh Donaldson, and you guys get your revenge on me for this one. Troy Tulowitzki. He's his average draft pick's 229, round 19. He's a filler in shortstop for the Yankees until Didi comes back, but who knows? Maybe he puts up a good year. What do you guys think, Hunter? I'll start with you.
I'm thinking when he does play, it's gonna be booming.
Okay.
Oh.
And I say that because it's the Yankees lineup is insane. Yankee Stadium, incredibly hitter friendly. Off to a good start in spring training. He hit that bomb the other day, and it's Tulo. Everyone wants Tulo to be good. And he kind of fits that New York mantra of, because he's a very egotistic guy, I would say. He wants to be the star player on the team. He wants the attention.
The next Jeter.
And New York will cater to that.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna have a good for at least first half.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out in the rest. Ethan.
Forget everything you just heard. This guy is busting this year.
Stop.
Where is he even gonna play? They have
Short.
LeMahieu at second, Didi and Gleiber at short. Gleiber can go back to second. He has no spot in the lineup. And when's his last year? That it was 2011 when
They'll
like
find a
1994.
spot, all right? They'll find a spot for
there is
him.
no spot.
Here's the thing, all right? Everyone hated on Alex Rodriguez when he took the year off because of steroid use, and he comes back on the Yankees, and he's like 39. What did the guy do? I drafted him that year. I don't know if you guys remember. The guy went off. He was like one of the best third basemen in the league. He did way above what everyone else thought he would do. He was like on my bench, and then he ended up being my starting third baseman that year. Same with Tulo. Tulo takes a freaking year off, right? Everyone forgets he's a 5-tool player, one of like the future all-stars of shortstop. He pretty much paved the way for all these other shortstops to be power hitters too. I mean, other than Jeter, I don't think Jeter was really a power hitter anyways, but he's kind of like created the tall 5-tool player
That's sexy home run shortstop.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Corey Seagers nowadays, Carlos Correa kind of thing.
Every shortstop now, pretty much.
And he's going to come to Little League New York Yankee Stadium, and he's just going to have a home run fest over there. He's going to love it. He's going to love playing there. He's always wanted to be a Yankee. Now he's finally a Yankee, and he's getting a starting shortstop position. He only has a couple months to prove himself, and he's going to take everything in his power to prove himself.
Hungry, healthy, makes for a happy Tulo.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't pan out for him, but then again, what do I know, right? I'm just a baseball bro with my dudes. All right, guys, we're running out of time. I know we wanted to get into a little bit of our fantasy talk and stuff for like our league and everything like that, but we'll save that for next episode. Make sure you guys tune in. We'll be every Tuesday, just like Bro Sock Baseball, but now it's two dudes and a bro. And this is us signing off. Any last words for you guys?
See you next week.
Peace.
Young and dumb, thought you were the one. Running through my mind, got me on some. Every single night in my feelings. Got my feelings all started healing. Now I know I'm better off. Take your lies and put them in a cup.